Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on High TV, your luxury channel. This week, I'm checking out Revolution Colombo. This rooftop bar is making big waves in Colombo for being one of the coolest spots to hang out. I love the view and the breeze is just spectacular. But who is the man behind it? Well, they're a set of brothers. We're going to be talking to them on the show today. Okay, I'm with the brothers speaking about this new place that just kicked off on the 26th of Jan, correct?
Yes.
Alright, now there's a bit of a tricky name here. Rachitha, I can understand. Lekhya.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got it.
It sounds very Italian. Lekhya. But as it also can go really wrong, right? Did all your schoolmates get it right?
No. They completely ripped off my name.
And did they give you?
It's actually Lekhya, but I'm Lekhya to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you studied overseas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, even here in CIS, it was the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can imagine. I can think of some funny ways of saying it.
Yeah, I think our aunt.
Yeah, one of our aunts called him Laika.
Laika was the first dog that actually went on the moon,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Well, I also have a name that everyone crucifies. I actually wonder why. No, I understand why, but I wonder why they even try saying it. Anyway, so tell me about this place. What sort of inspired you all to do it?
So
Whose idea was it? The two of you all?
Yeah, it was our idea.
You all just wanted a place where you all treat your friends over.
No,
Just wanted to be cool.
no.
Okay,
So
fine. Now tell me the truth.
how it actually started off was so entrepreneurship has been something that we've seen all our lives. My
With your
dad
dad,
is
yeah.
an entrepreneur, and it's something that I thought if we do not latch on to that that has been inbuilt into our genes, almost like it's inbuilt into our characteristics and personality, we would be committing a crime if we didn't do something on our own and sort of continue that trend and legacy that he's been building. So that's why I thought we saw an empty space and we thought it was empty, completely empty. And
But there was a pool? No.
There was a pool and it was just empty. And we
Right.
thought, why not make this a more vibrant place and try to create something different, because that's something that my dad has always told us. Like whatever he does it in a different way. He doesn't like to be second to anyone. So we thought, why not try to bring out the same sort of ideology in whatever we do and start something that's a little different.
All right. So, how was your input towards this, and
So we're big foodies. When it comes to food,
Yeah.
I think both of us had like sort of feedback that actually bounced towards each other.
Yeah.
And we figured out a lot of the menu on our own, just tasting different stuff. I think we had around 6 tastings.
Yeah, we had about 6 tastings.
Yeah, so like we just wanted everything to be perfect, so we put a lot of thought into it, and I think that's like the main role that we put.
And I think since we studied in the UK, we got a good chance to actually taste the different varieties
and the
of
different
food.
restaurants that they
Exactly,
have? And
yeah.
So, curating the menu, you all sat through 6 tastings. Did you all get see what's in terms of competition outside?
Yeah, we did. But one thing is Mexican food didn't really take off as we expected it to. There were a couple of restaurants that started, but it didn't take off. And one thing we realized with most of that is that they were trying to focus too much on like getting very extreme flavors of Mexican flavors, which I don't
Nothing
think
works for us. We
suited
need
our
Sri Lankan
palate.
Chinese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we sort of created a fusion between many different cuisines and used Mexican elements in it. So we came up with the word modern Mexican, which is quite famous in places like Mayfair in London, Leicester Square. So they've got a lot of fusion restaurants, Mexican fusion restaurants.
Okay.
That's where the idea came.
So this is like a new place, so we're giving you some insight to it so that you can check it out. And at the same time, in terms of what they have, in terms of mains, in terms of sweets, they have a huge lineup for us to go through. And also, I need to get to know more about these two when we do come back. So do stick around. I'm going to dig into this while we talk. We'll see you after the break. Sun has set. This is our second segment right here on Danu on Fire in conversation with the two boys. Now tell me, we also had a bit of a technical issue, okay? That's another story. Now tell me, how were you all in school?
I was good.
Yeah,
Very
we were
good.
great. We were great.
We were great.
But you said that he was the troublemaker, right?
Yeah, he still is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Talk about supporting a brother here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, did you all ever do like hotel management?
No, actually. No, never.
Okay. So, if not for the brand Trillium,
Yeah.
would have you got into this? I gave you all enough time to answer this question.
Yeah, I mean, we would have probably done it wherever. I mean,
Yeah, I think like our passion for food, especially I think we discovered a lot during our years abroad in the UK.
Yeah.
That exposure that you get, more than like the education, the exposure that you get to the different nationalities, the different cultures. It's great. Like
Yeah.
it opens up a whole new world compared.
Can
to,
either one of you cook?
Yes.
yeah, we both can.
We both
they?
can.
Yeah.
Two different styles. He likes the curries, the Indian and stuff,
Yeah.
and I prefer
Asian
the
food.
fine dining.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking you. Nice. Keep the curry to yourself. All right. So tell me, what do we have here?
You are actually having one of our bestsellers, the fastest moving
thank you,
dishes.
thank you.
Yeah. That is the grilled prawns. So it's actually marinated with like a paprika butter,
Okay.
sous vide style grilled, and you are actually going to have a cassava mash. So
Really?
it's mash out of cassava.
Oh wow! Because it's like a new trend, no? Now they do like all types of mash,
Yeah.
which is really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only like you don't feel bad because I feel this is a healthier starch than
Of course.
potato
yeah,
starch.
yeah.
All right. So what are you having? Not because I want to be inquisitive. I just want people to know about your menu.
I'm actually going to have the sea bass, and it comes with like a pumpkin mash.
Okay.
So probably a little less interesting than the prawns.
Yeah, and that's okay because I'm having the star dish.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. We established
And
that.
my brother's having the second fastest moving dish, which is the chicken. Again, marinated with paprika, and we tried to bring in a lot of cinnamon and different elements of Mexico,
Okay.
Mexican cuisine. Put it together, and we bring it in a French style of sous vide.
Okay.
So it's like
It has a lot.
it's got a big
like an
story.
international buffet on your table.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's dig in. I'm gonna. Can you all eat with me because it feels really bad when
yeah,
I
for
eat
sure.
alone. Now, I wanted to ask you, are y'all how challenging was this to sort of put this together? How was the support system from, to like sort of take over the top of Trillium?
I wouldn't say it's taking over. It's more like adding
Just
some
the top
value
part.
to it. Yeah, just the top part of it. Yeah, just adding some value to it. Which the stuff. It took us about 2 months And so the main concept was to bring in elements from different cultures and experiences that we've had, and also to tie it to Sri Lanka in a way where we'll be able to give something back. And so if you see all this furniture here is rattan, and it's all made in Vevaldenia. Everything was custom built, and we went to around 4 or 5 suppliers. We wanted it to have that locally sourced label.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Even in terms of the food that you're bringing?
exactly.
Yeah.
All ingredients are sourced here,
Okay.
and we try to use as many locally sourced ingredients.
So I actually, I think that's actually drizzled in kochi oil. And
Okay.
I actually grow the kochi at home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's like a
Amazing.
little passion
So,
of mine.
in terms of where you all see yourself today, the competition is so tight in terms of everywhere you turn in Colombo. Sometimes we always wonder, do we have enough people to go and eat at these places? Do we even have enough people to chill? Because
Yeah.
you don't, but Sri Lanka is one way, the whole economy can fall apart. They still go have a good time, which is great on our side. So tell me how, would you all ever think that through as to how it's going to go down?
I think when we started the discussion earlier, I told you we've had this. How do I say it? It's more like an ideology that was put into us from the time we were born to be different, to think different.
But you all also have like this whole business education background, so you all
Yeah.
had like a strategy behind
yes,
it. Okay.
yeah, sort of.
They're like, yeah, did we? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think like one of the key factors in like us being like this is, as we mentioned earlier, is our dad. Like we watched him growing
Is
up.
he strict?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. I mean, he was. Now he's like very relaxed. He's completely
Okay.
different. But when we were children, yeah.
Has this transition happened, or is it still like?
It has its moments.
It has its moments.
It has its moments.
I hope he doesn't watch this show.
He's definitely
If
gonna
you're
watch
out of this business, let me know. I'll give you all my house to do this business.
No, but like when we were kids, like, so he started out in IT, and like we were pretty much brought up in that, like from I think the age of like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We were just like around, like whenever we had spare time, we were just in office with him, just chilling, just figuring out things. And yeah, I think that just like it was a great experience, and it contributed to like molding us into being how we are right now.
Okay, just not to be this thing. Do you all feel you got it easy?
No.
No.
No, I think we had the right amount of easy and difficult as well, and I think I appreciate everything that he's taught us, and we've learned lessons. And
Great. You all can still hold the family name. Yeah, there you go. Answered well. Let's get into my favorite segment. I do this show for one purpose: to eat dessert. I really hope you will surprise me.
yeah, it's all about the surprise.
Thanks. We'll see you on the other side. You stick around. It's Danu on Fire. We're chilling at Revolution. It's a new place that has opened up in Colombo. I've been just pulling their legs or calling it every other thing. It's Revolution. So it's quite a new place. You can come check it out. In terms of the guests here, what do you sort of offer them for this place?
What we wanted to, what we started off was, we started off with experience. The word experience is something that's been thrown around a lot. But do places actually give that real experience? We initially thought of, doing it in a way where it's different to other places. And what we actually thought about was the ambience, the food, and service. Those are 3 basic things that every restaurant follows. And how can we make it different? And that's when we decided, Mexican cuisine, culture, the exposure internationally.
Why Mexican so much? Have you all ever been to this part of the world and fallen in love with the food?
The food, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Not the place.
Not the place.
Not really the place.
Not the
Not
place.
really the place.
Yeah.
But it's a bucket list.
Okay, so why Mexican? Why so much of emphasis on revolutionizing Mexican flavor?
So we felt like Mexican food is sort of thought of as completely different to as what it actually is. especially in Sri Lanka mainly, because everyone just thinks tacos, burritos. That's a standard.
Yeah,
when you think
that's all you
Mexican.
think of Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. But there's much more to it. And interestingly, so I think what we realized is that a lot of the cultural aspects and even like things like ingredients is quite very similar to like what we use here is very similar to what we get in like what you get in Mexico.
Okay.
So we decided, it'd be an interesting culture to explore and to give it our best and like portray it in a way in which that we understood it and broke it down and put it on a plate in front of you basically.
Okay, great. So now this whole, okay, I'm going to just dig into what y'all have given me. Y'all are so detached from food.
Why?
Because I've been like looking at it from the time it came. Why aren't y'all eating it?
Because we've seen this like 1,000 times.
That's true.
and-
That's true.
Yeah.
So you're having banana, not fritters.
No, not banana fritters. These
There
are
are bananas there, right?
cinnamon infused banana fritters.
Is there a specific name for this as
Those
well?
are actually called churros.
Yeah.
Well, churros.
Jesus.
Cinnamon
But
dusted.
again,
Yes, churros.
So this is actually a cheesecake that we do.
but is it infused with?
It's not infused with anything, but it actually has a churro base. to
Thank
it.
you.
There we go.
It's confusing the most basic thing in life.
Eat up, eat up.
That is crunchy and nice. So, who do you all work with, like, in terms of your chefs? Have you imported, exported any?
We actually haven't done that. I think one interesting thing that we wanted to do even from like the inception of the hotel. So when we started 1.5 years ago, when we were doing the whole hiring process, one thing that we all sort of, the three of us, our dad and both of us, agreed on was we wanted to find individuals that of Sri Lankan descent, like Sri Lankans, who had worked abroad in resorts, so that they have like unique experiences and exposures.
But you all are competing with like a city hotel.
What do you
With like a bit of a boutique twist.
Ah.
That's what.
That's where the difference.
Forget about the fact that you're in a city, although you are placed
Exactly.
in a city.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay. So what's next for y'all? Y'all are so young. You're like, what, 18 and 17?
Nice. Did we look
Just
at
a
you?
compliment. I know y'all's real ages. Y'all don't look anything like that.
No.
So tell me.
Well, this hotel is a first, and of course, I think with the situation improving, we've got a few other projects in the pipeline which we want to explore as well.
Don't you
Again-
feel like everything just hit our tourism back to back? It was the
Yeah.
bomb and now Corona.
Corona, I know,
like
I know.
something or the other is up in the air. Or,
Yeah. But I feel like it's a way of resetting everything and giving everyone a level playing field, because now it's not like you have the best places to go to. Now it's just looking for a good place with good food. And
But y'all are not exactly ventured out into this whole society lifestyle here in Sri Lanka. Y'all have just finished school, went abroad, finished your education, came back.
yeah,
Do you think it's a scary battle out there?
yeah, it's a plunge into the deep end, and it's something that like we've always said during this interview. It's something that we've always known. It was always the deep end for us, and now it's almost like a normal thing.
And I think one important thing, like this hotel is not an investment for right now. It's for maybe like 5 to 10 years down the line. So it's a good starting point for us because we're so young as well. And we have a lot of time ahead of us.
Brilliant. All what I can see is people are packing up at the back, which is a good sign,
Yeah.
considering the fact that everything is going. But I must say, this is really, really good. A lot of people get this wrong.
Yeah.
Normally it tastes like muruku in other places. But this actually tastes really good.
Nice.
I can just eat that. All right, we need to wrap things up on the show. But thank you so very much, guys. Young, you'll have so much to do and so much to, prove in this little place. And I can't just wait to see what's going to happen in the
Thank you
future.
so much.
Thank you so very much for hosting us here. We'll see you with another episode to Danu on Fire. Till we see you then, here, keep smiling. It's a wrap.